Hi guys, Dan Mejia here, and on this channel we are talking about psychology and about your mental health. Many of you came to this channel with your issues with abusive relationships, with toxic people, toxic relationships, mostly narcissists, but also BPD, borderline personality disorders, psychopaths, and so on. Many of you got traumatized with them. And now you are afraid of these people, you are afraid to get in touch with them again, you are afraid to meet them again and to get into any kind of relationships with them. You are studying their personalities, you are studying how they behave, you are trying to figure that out to protect yourself for the future, that you wouldn't have to interact with them ever again in your life. All that is good, but now I want to give you one trick how you can recognize them right away. You can have a full list of tips how you can recognize a narcissist, how you can spot a psychopath, how you can figure out if this person is a BPD. But there will be only one trick that you need to know, that you will really find out who you deal with. Because these people, they are also not stupid, they also watch all this psychological content, they also know how to mimic a healthy person. They know how to hide their toxic personality. But this one thing they don't know how to hide, and they wouldn't be able to know, because this one thing is in the base of their personality disorders. So before we get to that, please hit that like button, subscribe to this channel, and let's go. So guys, as I said, these toxic people, whether it is a narcissist or it is a psychopath or it is a BPD person, they can mimic to be a healthy person for a while. For a while, in the beginning of your relationships, they definitely can pretend to be a normal, healthy, adequate person. But this one thing they cannot mimic and they cannot hide. And we are talking about a feeling of shame and feeling of guilt that these people cannot tolerate and cannot handle. Their personality simply doesn't have the skill to be able to process a feeling of guilt and a feeling of shame. Let's see the examples how all this will work in a real life. Let's take the example for feeling of guilt first. So let's say you met somebody that you're planning a relationship with, and this person is looking pretty healthy, you are starting to know each other and seems like everything goes well. And let's say you are planning a trip somewhere together. You are going to a train station and you are buying a ticket to some train that you need to take to get where you're planning to go. And when you're already on a train, you found out that a ticket was wrong and the train is wrong, and you are going to a wrong direction where you don't plan to be. So you wasted money, you wasted time, and you end up somewhere where you didn't want to be, where this wrong train brought you to. And your partner was the one who was buying these tickets. You are just standing next to him. I'm saying him, but I mean a partner. It could be her as well. So you are just standing next to them while they were buying your tickets. And it's obviously their fault. Their fault that they messed up tickets, their fault that they bought a ticket for the wrong train. So now we deal with the guilt, with the feeling of guilt. And if it is a healthy person, how the healthy person will react when the healthy person feels guilt. A healthy person will apologize for this situation that happened because of his fault. Healthy person will say that yes, I messed up, I'm sorry, we lost money, we lost our time, but let's at least enjoy what we have now, so let's go eat somewhere here, so at least we enjoy our day. And I will pay to make up this fault that is mine. So this would be reaction of a healthy person. How will this toxic person behave, if it is potentially toxic person that so far you didn't think it is. You are thinking that this is a healthy, adequate person that you are dealing with. But as I said, a toxic person, even that they can mimic to be healthy, they cannot handle a feeling of guilt that we are reviewing in this specific example. So in this specific example with the train and the wrong tickets, a toxic person will convert everything to make it your fault. Like this toxic person will excuse themselves saying like, oh my god, everything is on me in this trip. I'm the one who is doing everything. I'm the one who is planning everything. I'm so tired. Everything is on me. You are just standing next to me and you could not watch. You could not even check the tickets that I was buying. You didn't do anything in this trip. You are just enjoying your time while I'm working the entire way. Of course, I'm so tired. Everything is on me, but you are doing nothing and you could not even check to make sure that we have the right tickets. So in the end, the fault for the wrong tickets will be yours. And you really will feel guilty. You really will feel like you need to make up somehow that he wouldn't be mad at you anymore. So when you will end up in your wrong destination because of the wrong tickets, it will be you who will be feeling guilty, and it will be you who will try to make it up somehow, like saying, let's go at least eat somewhere so we enjoy the rest of the day, and I will pay for that since it's my fault. So you got it, what happened, right? Because they cannot tolerate a feeling of guilt, they will switch this guilt with you right away, and they will do it so professionally that you wouldn't even notice how it happened, that you end up being guilty in something what seems like a total nonsense. So this what will happen with the guilt, and as you see, they wouldn't be able to tolerate this guilt. They always will do some kind of like a hot potato thing that they will need somebody to throw it to that they wouldn't have it. Let's see example of shame. Shame, it's another thing that mostly narcissists cannot stand. They cannot tolerate this feeling, and they also will do this type of magic to be able to avoid it. So in the end, somebody else will have to feel the shame of this specific narcissist, or they will be twisting everything upside down, so again they do not feel this shame. And let's see some example how it will look. Let's say you are talking to somebody who you still think that it's a healthy, adequate person, and this person is saying some nonsense. This person is saying some nonsense, some stupidity about some specific topic that this person is supposedly an expert in. Because narcissists, they are experts in everything mostly, right? They always know everything, and they will never admit that they don't know something, at least most of the narcissists. So this person said some nonsense, some stupidity in some topic that you are very knowledgeable about, and you know that this is some nonsense what this person said, and somehow you quote it and you showed it. You show it that what you just said is not like this. Everything is actually completely different. So in this situation, a narcissist will start feeling shame that they turn out to be not that expert how they would want to show. So how a healthy person will behave in this situation? A healthy person will feel this shame, and yes, a healthy person will feel this shame, wouldn't feel comfortable about the situation and will feel shame, but will say that yeah, you know, I'm actually not too good about this topic, you know much better, so tell me please more about that so I learn more. A narcissist wouldn't be able to say that. A narcissist will start twisting this situation upside down. Like for example, a narcissist will say that your question was different than your question actually was. They will literally twist some words, change words that will change the entire meaning of what you said. And this is why supposedly he responded what he responded. And this will be a total gaslighting. When he will be changing the reality, he will be changing a meaning of what you said just to adjust it for his answer, not to feel this shame for his incompetence. Or they will say that they didn't hear this question clearly because there was noisy outside. Somebody was cutting grass outside in this moment, or some loud truck was passing by in this moment, and it was too loud, it was too noisy. So they didn't hear your question clearly, and this is why they responded what they responded. Because if they would hear it clearly, of course they would respond in a proper way. Because it's obvious that everybody knows that, and they know that for sure, and they would respond in the proper way, definitely. So there will be all kind of twistings upside down, there will be gaslighting, there will be all kind of reality distortion, and everything what narcissists do just to avoid feeling of shame that they will feel in that moment. So if you are afraid of meeting a narcissist and you are learning everything about narcissists and you are making some kind of list of tricks and signs how to recognize a narcissist, forget about all that, because only these two tricks about how a person about how this person is capable of handling guilt and shame will give you all the answers right away. So use it, guys, and you're welcome. Hit that like button, subscribe to this channel, and see you in the next video. Bye.